Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read you something. This isn't something that I wrote. This is today, February 23rd, 2020, okay? Washington Examiner, ex-Bill Clinton advisor, Bloomberg and Hillary cooking up scheme for her to become Democratic nominee. Okay, this is by journalist Caitlin Yelek. February 23rd, 2020, 11:16 a.m. All right. A former advisor to President Bill Clinton speculated that Michael Bloomberg and Hillary Clinton are plotting a way for her to become 2020 Democratic nominee, even though she's not in the race. This is a brilliantly written article. This is a great article, but when you know the Democratic Party, Madam Secretary was always in the race. Now, they definitely have a problem on their hands, and they're definitely going to cheat Bernie Sanders. And people are about 4 years too late. When I said Bernie was the front runner, oh my goodness, they tried to mock me and denigrate me, and oh my goodness. When I said he was the front runner, oh, it's clickbait, it's horrible. Why is he doing this? He's so unrealistic. This is fantasy. Then I got, your writing gave me false hope. Really? How's the hope now? Is it like Star Wars: A New Hope? You think they're not going to cheat Bernie Sanders? Now they spend 3 years blaming Russia. They're now saying that Russia is helping Bernie Sanders. They just don't know how. That'll come, in a little bit. They have no clue how, but they do know somehow, some way, Russia's going to help Bernie Sanders. Scott Bullion, thank you so very much. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott, for watching. Very much, thank you. Stephen Robinson, the Gypsy King's the man, the myth, the legend. My God, Tyson Fury. Thank you again, Scott. Stephen, Tyson Fury's one of the all-time greats. First of all, I love Deontay Wilder. I am not going to get off Deontay Wilder just because he had one loss. Anyone can have one loss. I love Deontay Wilder. God bless Deontay Wilder. And Teddy Atlas said that Deontay Wilder was the hardest puncher in boxing history. Now, I don't know if he's harder than George Foreman or Ernie Shavers or Joe Frazier. I don't know. But Deontay Wilder is an amazing special talent. But Tyson Fury is one of the great boxers in heavyweight history, and Tyson Fury is the man. One thing about Tyson Fury, you're never going to win the mind game with him because he's always ready mentally. And what he did yesterday was really shocked the world. Nobody saw that coming. A lot of respect to Tyson Fury. I still love Deontay Wilder, but Tyson Fury is one of the all-time greats now. He beat Klitschko, and you could say that he beat Deontay Wilder twice, although, that was a draw. So Tyson Fury is now one of the all-time greats. Ladies and gentlemen, so thank you, Stephen. Thank you again, Scott. Thank you so very much, Scott. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. Great boxing moment yesterday evening. This is Dick Morris. Here's the deal that I think is going down. I think Hillary and Bloomberg have gotten together and cooked up a scheme. Morris told John Castamatsis on the Cats Roundtable radio show on Sunday. He said Bloomberg would stay in the race even if he has no chance of winning in an effort to get at least enough support to keep Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders from running away with the nomination. Quote, nobody will be nominated on the first ballot, and it'll go second ballot, Morris said of a brokered convention. The problem is that the party establishment doesn't have a candidate. They can't do Bloomberg because, they can't do Biden because he's already lost the front-runner status. Buttigieg looks like a high school kid at the Model UN. Warren is third, but she's pretty far to the left, and they're not going to want to trust her. Morris said Sanders, the current front-runner, would get obliterated by Trump, which is true. Okay, they're all 4 years too late. Bernie Sanders would have defeated Trump in 2016. Thank God Trump won. He had crossover appeal. There's no crossover appeal. Conservatives are not going to vote for Bernie. Republicans are not going to vote for Bernie. Many Republicans would have. A great many conservatives and Republicans would have because of his foreign policy. But he doesn't emphasize foreign policy. That's Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard of 2020 is Bernie Sanders of 2016. Now they have a problem on their hands. They're scheming, and they could begin an investigation of Bernie tomorrow, just like they did with Trump. Scott, booyah! Thank you, Scott, very, very, very much. Greatly appreciated. And ladies and gentlemen, your support to yours truly, independent, definitely an independent voice. I might be annoying. I know I'm annoying sometimes, maybe a lot of the time. By the way, I did Scott and everyone here, I did a segment yesterday. Well, I was at the gym and I deadlifted 315 pounds. And I do feel it, ladies and gentlemen. I do feel it. Not bad. Thank God, not bad. Scott and everyone here, Scott, thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you, Scott. But Scott and everyone here, I feel it in the back, feel it in the shoulders, a little bit in the legs, but I don't feel it in the back in a bad way. I just the muscles are a little sore. But I felt good. It was my personal best, 315-pound deadlift. So it actually helps me recover from jiu-jitsu, if you could believe it or not. When I go to jiu-jitsu class practice, my whole body is sore afterwards. I'm getting used to it, but actually the weights actually help me recover, which is I never really thought of things that way, but it really does. But anyway, thank you again, Scott. Greatly appreciated. So he goes, nobody will be nominated on the first ballot. It'll go second ballot. Morris said of a brokered convention. The problem is that the party establishment doesn't have a candidate. Okay, Morris said Sanders, the current frontrunner, will get obliterated by Trump. And, quote, and then Hillary begins to gain. The other candidates begin to drop out, and Hillary is the nominee. That, I think, is the establishment scenario. Hillary is the only candidate that they'll be able to come up with that can measure up to Donald Trump, which is true. Now, Bernie Sanders would have defeated Trump. I wrote that a million times in 2016. Everyone's 4 years too late. Okay? It'll be the curse of H.A. Goodman. Okay? Just like there's a Trump curse, it'll be the curse of H.A. Goodman. I'm telling you, they should have listened to me, but they didn't. So now you're going to get the, I was going to say the people's elbow, but I don't know what Clinton's going to do. I don't know what Clinton's going to do, the DDT, or I don't know what she'll do. But Clinton said in November that she was receiving a number of calls urging her to rethink her decision to sit out of the 2028 race. Well, why? Come on. What are you waiting for, Madam Secretary? Remember that song on the night, she keeps passing me by. They're passing you by, Madam Secretary. Now, they'll cheat Bernie Sanders in South Carolina. He doesn't win South Carolina, then suddenly they'll be like, oh my God, this week something will come up. Ladies and gentlemen, almost certainly something will come up to give them the red meat that they need. Do you understand something, ladies and gentlemen? Call me Cheddar! Yes. Hey, H.A., give a shout out to Tatiana Prophet and her YouTube channel, Back to Facts. Thanks, brother. Love your content. Tatiana Prophet, you know what? Everyone subscribe to Tatiana Prophet, our YouTube channel, Back to Facts. Okay, let's see here. Call me Cheddar. That's a great name. That is a great name. I have the best names. I I have one of my amazing subscribers. It gave me a super chat. Wonderful. None your business. And then I read it. I'm like, Nunya Bainez. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you, Nunya Bainez. And it was none your business. Back to facts. Charismatic. Yes, I like it. I like the what is that? Hong Kong. Yeah, I like it. Morning chat. Defense of Ukraine. Donald Trump at Rainbow. Yeah. Back to facts. Excellent. Everyone subscribe to Back to Facts. Let's look at here. Navigating a steady course through the treacherous seas of fake news. Yes. Talking points. Yes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone subscribe to Back to Facts and give this wonderful lady some views and check her out. Call me Cheddar. Thank you. Tatiana Prophet. Check her out. YouTube channel is Back to Facts. Thanks, brother. Love your content. Thank you. Call me Cheddar. Thank you very much. Call me Cheddar. Thank you. Scott, thank you again. Look, this is a respectful message to the Bernie Sanders campaign. Okay? God bless you. I'm voting for President Trump. Even though I think that what you've done is despicable the past 3 years, selling your soul to the intelligence community and fomenting the same myth they're going to probably take you down with. I say God bless you. You will need God's help, because what they're going to unleash upon you is the most unholy, despicable, nefarious, insidious, surreptitious. Oh my God, who knows? Who knows what evil lurks? Who knows? I say God bless you, Bernie Sanders campaign, because you're up against a monster of epic proportions. You would lose to Trump anyway. Even if, let's say in an alternate universe, Bernie won, he'd lose to Trump. Big time. Eric H526. Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much. Luke St. Martin. Hello. But I say this with all due respect. Be careful, number one. Number two, they're going to set you up and frame you with the Russia nonsense that you helped push. So now they're going to say you didn't tell. They're already saying that you didn't tell people about Russia. Now you have how many Hammer and Sickle Twitter accounts? The Rose Twitter? Okay, they're going to get you on that. Snooch, please never stop, bro. Thank you. Snooch, thank you so very much. Thank you for always watching. I hope all is well. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, and greatly appreciate the kind words. I have the most uplifting people like Snooch and everyone. I have the most uplifting, positive people on this channel. And I want to tell you, each one of your kind words, helps keep me going. Just like yesterday when I did the 315 deadlift, and everybody was so nice about it, and everybody's so awesome, and they were so great about it, and it was just the kind words. I'm like, wow, this is it's great. And you know what the thing is, I've weathered the storm from 2016 till now. It's kind of funny. My YouTube, both my YouTube, the second one is still forming a defense, but my YouTube, this YouTube channel, it's like impervious to trolls, because I have the most amazing, wonderful, loyal viewers. They're so awesome. So like if a troll, it's like impervious to trolls. But thank you so very much, Snooch. Thank you for the kind words. I only tell Bernie Sanders, get ready for, unfortunately, the Democrats are going to engage in, Bernie's a rabbit, and he's hopping into a den full of rabid, frothing at the mouth wolves. Wolves who haven't eaten. Wolves who haven't eaten for a long time. Snooch! We love you, bro, and we'll never stop. Thank you very much. I love all of you, and thank you so very much. Thank you, Snooch. Thank you very much. Thank you. Freedom Autopsy Report, thank you very much. Snooch, thank you very much, and greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Ronald, hope all is well. That's right. You saw that. Ronald Foos, hello. You know, everybody, this is my respectful message to Bernie Sanders. I would say, how do I put this? I would say watch your six, but, you're talking about Democrats here. So they're going to frame and set up Bernie Sanders, very likely. Isosceles, thank you. They're going to... there's like a million different ways they can take him out politically, and it's really sad, too, because don't hang out with people. If you hang out with people who always talk badly about other people, they're going to talk badly about you. If you hang out with people who are cutthroat, nefarious, insidious, criminals, it's not going to be long before they go after you. Bernie Sanders is trying to become something that he shouldn't be. Samuel Stafford! Thank you so very much, Snooch. Thank you again. Samuel Stafford! Thank you so very much, Samuel. Samuel, did you see I did a deadlift of 315 pounds. I was going to put it on H.A. Goodman's other channel. I decided to put it on this channel. Samuel Stafford, your support and your generosity, you and Carl's opinion, and so many people have been just so generous and wonderful. And thank you, Samuel Stafford. Thank you so very, very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Samuel, I think, and Snooch and everybody here, Samuel, I think that they're gonna do dirty, Bernie dirty. They're gonna ride him dirty. They're gonna do him dirty, and I don't know that there's a million different ways aside from the convention. They're gonna take him out politically. The media is gonna go after him, and Samuel and everyone here, Bernie Sanders is a rabbit, a little rabbit. Look at the little rabbit. Look at the little beautiful the Medicare for All rabbit. Yes, yes. Uh-oh. It's Madam Secretary and the wolves. Uh-oh. Hey, why didn't Bernie tell everyone that he was briefed that Russia wanted him? Russia doesn't want Bernie Sanders or Trump. Well, who cares? It's so ridiculous. What another country wants, so therefore we shouldn't want, so what? Does China want Democrats? Yeah, of course. They don't want tariffs from Trump. Who cares? But the thing is, Bernie was part of the Russia hoax. And they're gonna. This is it could be the closest Bernie gets to being the front runner. Something's going to take place, and I don't know what it is, but they're so nasty, and they're so they get into such mud and dirt. Clinton's going to be nominee, 100%, 100%. 100% she'll be the nominee. They don't care about the pledged delegates, number one. You look at the delegate count. He is up by 12 or 13? Democratic Party delegate count. Okay, so 31 to 22. Okay, Biden has 8. Warren has 8. The whole thing's nonsense anyway. Okay, Mayor Pete can do quite well in California. So can Elizabeth Warren. Whatever. Biden will do. They'll all come out with 31 to 22, and they're like, oh, he's going to have an insurmountable lead. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's a brokered convention. There's like a million different ways to cheat the man. Clinton said in November, and then she goes, I never say never because I do believe in serving my country. Oh, yeah, because, yeah. So what Clinton does is this. She says, I'm not going to support Bernie Sanders. Then she's like, I'll support the nominee. But see, the thing is, she says, she goes, I have the urge to run, but I won't run. People have told me I should run, but I won't run. She's going to become nominee. And then she'll run before the convention. After convention, she's running. She's putting on the running shoes. She's running. She's going to be the nominee. Clinton is the only person. I'm a Democrat. I speak Democrat. You do not speak Democrat because you are a normal human being. I speak Democrat. It's the language of propaganda. I was a Democrat my whole life up until I left the gigantic cult. I can tell you what's going on. Samuel, everyone here, you're all normal. I am different. I speak Democrat. They want somebody to unite the party. It's Hillary's party, and she'll be nominee when she wants to. You would be nominee when she wants to. You would be nominee too if you were insidious and nefarious. They're not going with anyone else. Mrs. Miggins, Bernie total 3 primaries equals 139,000. Not so much. Is that the vote count? Popular vote? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Could be is that the popular vote that he got? I don't know. Denny, thank you. Yeah. CG3SSF. Hello. Look, Samuel and everyone here, Samuel Stafford, thank you as always. Thank you very much. Look. David Axelrod. The old rod. Good old rod. Good old David Axelrod. What a great man. Great person. Let's see what he has to say about Bernie Sanders. Of course, it's taking long because that's how things work. Okay. Okay. Here we go. He started talking about why Bernie did not, by reporting that Bernie Sanders was briefed by the Intel Committee. Just as in Finland when he took Putin's word over his own IC. Who cares? It's not about Putin's word. If Putin said breathe air and the intelligence community said don't breathe air, what would you pick? Is swinging the door open for Russian interference. It's swinging the door open. The door is open. For what? What's Russian interference? Finding out how corrupt you are? You're going to cheat Bernie Sanders again. We already know. We don't have to read emails. We don't have to see anything. You will cheat Bernie, David Axelrod. But here, I have no clue why the commander of the Special Forces is going after Trump. I swear to God. William McRaven, a good man like Joe McGuire can't speak the truth. We should be deeply afraid. Someone should tell this wonderful Admiral McRaven that President Obama fired General Stanley McChrystal because of a Rolling Stone article. Hello? But that's okay, though, if it's right. Yeah. Oh, my God. This whole campaign is beginning to feel like an episode of Homeland. Regarding Bernie Sanders. Oh, my God. Good that Bernie Sanders warned the Russians, unlike Donald Trump, but why didn't Bernie do it a month ago when he was briefed that they were meddling on his behalf? Who believes this nonsense? The Russians aren't meddling on anyone's behalf with Facebook ads, Democrats. Find a creative way to cheat Bernie and get it over with. Why are you putting everyone through this? Okay, you got to understand. People take this seriously. Democrats really do believe that Russia, having already attained 20% of U.S. uranium capacity from a Democratic administration, really fears Clinton and Democrats. They don't. Putin is like a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Or no, in judo. He's fine. He's good. He's at judo practice all the time. While Democrats are like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Sandiford! Don't you know it's okay when Democrats do it? Yeah, it does it. Yeah, exactly. Augusta 66. I'm in the money. Da, 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 da. We're going for the gold, everyone. Let's do this. Nobody's gonna stop us. Oh, no. What are they saying now? What mishigas are they saying now? Oh, yeah. That Russia's helping me on my behalf. Big deal. So you have Dick Morris, who... said that he's only like 10 points up, Mayor Pete. And they're already crowning Bernie. It's like, okay, Democrats have yet to begun. Okay, they've not even begun to fight yet, and the only way they fight is through nasty, dirty, really, really absurd myths. The intelligence community is moderately to highly confident. Okay? They're moderately to highly confident. Ram Lafara, hello. Yes, that's right. Impeachment 2.0. They're going to try to impeach Trump. You know what they'll do? They'll try to impeach Trump based on Russian interference that'll also, like, sabotage Bernie. Just like when they got Biden with Hunter. They're like, we're going to impeach Trump because he is not doing enough for Russian interference. And you know who else isn't doing enough? Bernie Sanders. Yeah, Bernie Sanders isn't doing enough. Do you really want a nominee that Russia wants? I don't think so. Bernie, didn't you say that the Russians were interfering? How many times did you talk about Trump? Well, now, what's good for the goose is good for the Bernie. Sorry. We wanted your political revolution, but so does Putin. So does Putin. Oh my goodness. So, it's I fear for Bernie Sanders. I do. I fear for him. The pundits around him are too they all said vote Clinton, by the way, the biggest pundits, by the way. The New York Times. How is he nearly insurmountable? What? Delegate rich. Oh, the delegate rich states. These are delegates that can vote for whoever they want. They don't even have to vote for the winner. The whole thing's nonsense. Oh my God. They're just going to cheat. Okay, Bernie is making a big mistake. New York Times. It has to do with respect. All right, so you're saying that Sanders is not an ideal Democratic nominee, but he does have some big strengths. Now already Bernie's like, by the way, I will engage in military action if need be. It's like, oh no. I got news for the Republican establishment. I got news for the Democratic establishment. They can't stop us. They can and they will. Well, the Republicans don't care. They want Bernie. Trump wants Bernie. It would be tougher against Clinton. But when I was saying Bernie could have won, he could have won. But they're late to the party, so you can just type in Bernie Sanders, Putin. Let's see what you come up with. Here, same goal, different playbook. Why Russia would support Trump and Sanders. Okay. This is GQ. Why exactly does Putin love Bernie? They're at it. They haven't even begun. New York Post, James Carville says the winner of Nevada are Bernie Sanders and Putin. Oh my God, they haven't even begun. Vladimir Putin is eager to take the sheen off U.S. democracy. I love this. Don't you love this? They're taking the sheen off? You mean we got to buff? We got to buff up? We got to take it to the shop? Oh no! They're taking the sheen off of U.S. democracy. Who falls for this nonsense? Why exactly does Putin love Bernie? Our candidate is chaos, says a former Putin advisor. How did they get a former Putin advisor? Our candidate is chaos? Yeah, well, you know what? When Democrats don't get what they want, they act chaotic. So I guess, Putin is just always so happy. Anything bad that happens to Democrats, they're like, Putin! How much is Clinton? Clinton should pay me. Her Clinton campaign should pay me. I'm the biggest Hillary Clinton supporter on the internet. Are you kidding me? It's not a matter of me. Clinton doesn't care about anybody else but winning by any means necessary, and she will win by any means necessary. And she'll lose to Trump because Trump is her kryptonite. But hey, when I was on the left, thank God I'm a Trump supporter now. Thank God. I did my 100 articles. The Hill, the Huffington Post, and Salon. Not many journalists, not many writers published 100 times. And I was going upstream, and I was saying Bernie Sanders and a criminal. And they chose the criminal. Not my problem. And thank God I'm a Trump supporter now. He's an amazing president. Going up against corrupt intelligence chiefs. What happens when I told you Bernie sold his soul? They're going to go after him. When you hang out with cutthroats and devious people, they're going to go after you eventually. The treachery works both ways. Don't expect if you hang out with treacherous people that you won't get ensnared in the treachery. Why exactly does Putin love Bernie? I love this. How long have you been doing that horrible thing, by the way? Samuel Stafford, you're the man, AJ. Thank you. You are the man, Samuel Stafford. Thank you very much. Thank you, Samuel. Truthers 18! It's so easy for foreign entities to continue to steal elections from Democrats. Why would anyone vote for... Why would anyone vote for a party so incompetent? Truth hurts 18, exactly. Ramla Farah! Ramla, hope all is well. Thank you for always watching. I hope all is well. And this is going to be a great year. Thank you, Ramla. Thank you, Ramla, for your support always. Thank you. Truth hurts 18! I know. Pretty much, it's kind of like... Why would you vote for it here? On Friday, the Washington Post broke the news that a month ago, U.S. government officials briefed Bernie Sanders. I have a couple friends. You don't trust the intelligence community? No, I don't. No. You don't trust Central Intelligence? No. It should be Central Imbecile Agency. That's what it should be. Hey. Ah. You don't trust our intelligence chiefs? No. Why don't you do a little research and read? The Bay of Pigs, intelligence failure. Gulf of Tonkin, intelligence failure. Intelligence failure about the fall of the Berlin Wall. Intelligence failure about what preceded Bush's failed foreign policy, which is based on an intelligence failure. Intelligence failures all around. Because guess what? They lack intelligence. So... like, they're like, well, you should tell him to stay out. Like, it's like Putin is like at judo practice, like, he told me what, to stay out of the elections? Oh, okay, I stay out now. You know, I was going to buy Facebook ads, but they said stay out of the election, so I'm staying out. You know? I was going to buy Facebook ads, Twitter bots, I was going to find emails, but you know, they said stay out. David Axelrod, he told me, you better stay out of the election. So now I'm staying out because I'm very, very scared and afraid of the Democrats. The report didn't specify what Russians are doing to help. Well, there you go. But if it's true that they are, it would not be the first time they've sought to assist Sanders. Oh my God. I'm not pushing Clinton. She's going to win. I might as well just push the sun rising or setting. The sun's going to, you know, we whatever. You know what I mean. Okay. The report didn't specify what the Russians are going to do. Yeah, exactly. So then, but if it's true that they are, it would not be the first time. Strongly back both Sanders while trashing Hillary Clinton. In Russian state media, which often serves as a barometer of Kremlin sentiment, strongly backed both Sanders and Clinton. You know, it couldn't have been true, though, because if Russian state media was doing it, there has to be no truth to it. Humacastas, as it committed to start in July of that year. And they dumped emails. Emails what? Showing that Bernie was cheated. Okay, that goes back to the treachery of the Democratic Party. Gotcha. The correspondence, which we now know has been pilfered by Russia, which we now know. How do we know? She points to... Oh my God! This article points to the ODNI report, but fails to read. Estimate of language consists of two elements: judgments about the likelihood of development of events or occurring at levels of confidence in the source and analytical reasoning supporting the judgments. Yes, this is how I go to bed at night. As I read, I'm like, judgments are not intended to apply to me, subject to prove that real. Yeah. Judgments are not intended to imply that this author literally says, this is hilarious. The hyperlink to we now know. The correspondence which we now know have been pilfered by Russian intelligence agencies when they hacked the DNC servers. We now know. No, we don't. Annex B, GQ. Annex B, this is a GQ article. Annex B, estimate of language. My God almighty. Almost no chance, almost certain, remote, nearly certain. Nothing says certain here. We don't know anything. Assessments are based. Judgments are not intended to imply that we have proof that shows something to be a fact. High confidence in a judgment does not imply that the assessment is a fact or a certainty. Such judgments might be wrong. We know nothing. We know nothing. We know nothing. Quantum football! I'm frightened of the D's taking over because of COVID-19. Please take me off the ledge. No, they won't. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about quantum football. Quantum football. Don't worry about that. You're not going to get it. No one's going to get anything. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, don't worry about that. Bernie needs to worry. Bernie needs to worry. God bless him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, you don't have to worry. But let's put it this way. Be careful. Bernie Sanders' campaign needs to just make sure that they don't set him up and frame him the way they did to Trump. And they're going to take him down in terms of media, and he's not going to be able to fight the way Trump does. The Russian support for Bernie is multifaceted, multi-layered. What? And in line with traditional active measure playbooks. No way, Mom. A retired Central Intelligence agent. Oh, it's multifaceted, multi-layered. Oh, my God. The Russian support for Bernie is multifaceted. Multi-layered. It's multi-baloney. That's what it is. Multi-baloney. I got Russian support right here for you. Multifaceted. I got some multifaceted right here for you. Yeah. How you like that Putin support? Huh? Multifaceted. This is the dumbest, most absurd thing in the world. They've yet to be. You know what? Bernie has rattled the beehive, the hornet's nest. He's like, I think there's a hornet's nest right here. Nevada, whatever, tomato. I love you. Everyone, poke the hornet's nest. It's a bunch of maniacal Democrats and media. Poke. Yay! Oh no! They're coming out. What is this? The Russian support for Bernie is multifaceted. Multifaceted. Multi-layered. In line with traditional. Oh yeah. What about the yellow cake uranium that was shipped out of the country, according to the New York Times? That's nothing. It's all about the Facebook ads. Multifaceted. Who believes this nonsense? Who believes this nonsense? Who believes this? Who believes this? But why would Russia also support Bernie, a democratic socialist? Some observers, foreign policy, fine. Who cares? So Russia wants us not to intervene in every country that we feel, and so therefore, what does that even mean? Oh yeah, the Kremlin sees Trump as our wrecking ball. Oh my God, yeah. Our favorite is Trump. Really? They don't want the 20% of U.S. uranium capacity. That wasn't the favorite. Okay, gotcha. Oh wow, it's a knife in the thing. Sanders says even Russian communists would be too scared to say he is a real communist. Oh my God. Bernie's socialist credentials is exactly the hot-button divisive issue that Russia will seek to use to cause chaos. The only people who are causing chaos are Democrats. The Trump supporters, they're laughing at this, and Bernie supporters are going out of their minds because they're like, no! Stop going after Bernie! Here, as Putin meddles in 2020, Bernie Sanders hits back and reveals he knew of Operation before debate. You mean to tell me that Bernie knew? My God. Doggymon 83. Bloomberg made Hillary VP. He'd intended. Oh my God. Doggymon 83. Thank you. I can't, say it, everything. But Document83, thank you, Document83. Simon, I can't read the whole. Let's see, where's the. Thank you very much. You are amazing. Thank you very much, Simon. Okay, so hold on. Let me get the full name here. I have to log on to. Simon the Pie Man, yes. Simon the Pie Man, you are amazing, and thank you so very much. Yes, just like when I said that Hillary Clinton would lose to Trump. Yes, like that. I'm pretty much always right, or at least I have the pulse of what's going on. I said Bernie was the front runner in 2016. He was. I said Clinton would lose to Trump. Nobody was saying that. And then they get on me for saying Clinton would be indicted. Had they backed me up, had Bernie Sanders simply said, yeah, you know what, this person committed crimes, he would be in a much better position not to be cheated. Okay? Now they're 4 years too late. They think that, they predicted something. No, they didn't predict anything. So, they're going to cheat Bernie Sanders like they did in 2016. I said the Mueller probe was nonsense. It was nonsense. I said impeachment would help Trump. It helped Trump. I said Hillary Clinton would lose to Trump. Nobody on the left, no Bernie pundit right now is saying that in 2016, 2015. They were saying vote for Clinton. I was saying Bernie or bust. So, you look at what almost always I've been on the right side of history or the right side of things. And I will be also with Trump. Trump is a great president. And what they did to Trump, they're going to do to Bernie a millionfold. So don't pretend, Bernie supporters now are pretending that they're ahead of the curve. No, you're in the Democratic Party's world. They're not in your world. They don't care. They know that Bernie or bust pretty much ended with me. So there is no Bernie or bust. There's just a bunch of people who will yell as loud as they can once he gets cheated, and they'll say, well, vote for Clinton. So, but there's certain people get on me oh yeah, you said that Clinton would be indicted. You said Bernie would win. Yeah, well, he was cheated. People are saying Bernie would win now. He's definitely not going to win. But I said Clinton would lose to Trump. NPR quoted me. They didn't quote your favorite Bernie pundit, did they? No, they didn't. Exactly. Eric H526. Thank you. So, I love, I swear to God, they don't understand. People who say that I was wrong on Clinton being indicted, they don't get it. They should have wanted that. They're so naive. They should have wanted that. They don't realize how they're actively sabotaging their own interests. But then again, you're talking about Bernie Sanders' campaign. The whole thing's going to be swept away. I don't take glee in saying this. They're going to go after Bernie it's not going to be pretty. Unlike Bernie Sanders, I won't, Bernie did not, what did he do to defend Trump from an overt and obvious setup? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, it's all going to come back to haunt Bernie. So that's the thing. Doug Barnard, Doug, thank you. Simon, thank you again. Simon, thank you. Doug, do you think any of the bad actors have secretly flipped and Durham has a lot more information than we think? I think that Durham has a lot more info. Doug, I think that Durham has a lot more info. I think he's waiting until President Trump wins. Clinton's going to be the nominee, ladies and gentlemen. Clinton's going to be the nominee. And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. What can I tell you? Look, it has nothing to do. I'm not pulling. This is the thing. Doug, I do think that there's a lot more. They're waiting for Democrats to lose again. And once Democrats lose, then Durham and William Barr have the political will. You'll have Bernie supporters begging for indictments. But see, you have certain Bernie people like, oh, H.A. Goodman's been wrong about everything. No, I wasn't. Clinton was, okay, Clinton would have been indicted under any normal FBI, any autonomous FBI. You literally had people saying, we will stop Trump. They're going to use that apparatus against Bernie Sanders. These people are too naive to realize what's going on. Then I was quoted in NPR saying that that Hillary Clinton would lose to Trump. And 538 said 538 is a good site actually, but they said that Trump wouldn't be GOP nominee. So I was right more often. I've been right more often than I've been wrong. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not about me being right. It's about you have Clinton, whose entire so you mean to tell me that Clinton's going to wait and Democrats are just going to allow Bernie to win after they cheated him? Why did they cheat him in 2016? This is a question to all Bernie supporters who happen perhaps watch this. Why did they cheat him in 2016, and why would they not cheat him now? So 5% less Bernie supporters vote for them after they cheat. They're not going to not vote. So, thank you, Eric H526. Thank you. I don't say this with glee because I know what it feels. Well, Trump, what they did to Trump was ruthless and immoral, unethical, wrong. They are going to go after Bernie Sanders. And I'm not Trump's not going to. You think Trump supporters like myself? I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet. I was the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. You think that, ladies and gentlemen, do you think that Trump or Trump supporters are going to go after Bernie Sanders? They don't care. I'm the only person on the planet saying Clinton's going to be nominee. So, yeah, but she will be nominee, okay? Just today, Dick Morris said, just today, he said, yeah, they're scheming to get her. Of course she's going to be nominee. It doesn't matter if Bernie runs the table. It's completely irrelevant. They're going to pepper him and pelter him and saturate the news waves with Bernie Putin, Bernie Russia, Bernie Putin, Bernie Russia, Bernie Putin, Bernie Russia, Bernie Putin, Bernie Russia. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. That's what you did. You reap what you sow. You live by the intelligence fable. You will perish by the same intelligence, nefarious, insidious, surreptitious fable. The Russians want this. You sold 20% of U.S. uranium capacity to Russia. My God. Russia allegedly hacks everything that with a D on it. So. Hot Sauce Mafia. John, hello. Putin. They're going after him right now. The same goal, different playbook. Why Russia would want Trump and Putin? Why exactly does Putin love Bernie? It's done. This is Sunday. Can you imagine what is going to take place, ladies and gentlemen? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Sanders wants Russia to stay out of White House fight. Oh, I was going to buy Facebook ads. But since Bernard told us to stop interfering, we're going to stop interfering. You stay out of our election, you Putin. You don't tell anyone that I'm cheated this time around, okay? Because that's interference. Because you interfered last time by telling everyone that I was cheated. And we're going to South Carolina. And then they're going to claim, oh my God, the corporate media. Yeah, you stood by while the corporate media said both sides. Trump said both sides. Trump's a Russian puppet. Yeah, you know what? It's going to come back to haunt you. Wired, Russia, it wants chaos. Russia doesn't want Bernie, it wants chaos. Chaos from Democrats. Trump supporters are fine. Like, just looking, 11, Sanders is a risk, not a winner. Oh my God. They haven't even begun. They haven't even begun. They haven't even begun. Liza Jean Williams. Kay will be nominee due to... That's right. Possibly. They're going to engage in every single tactic known to mankind, and they're going to make up some new things. They're going... Democrats, not Trump. I fear that Democrats are going to go to do the most vile and nefarious things to Bernie Sanders. And I fear that he will have paved the way. He will have paved the road to his own demise by not sticking up for Trump regarding the whole Russia hoax. And I fear that Democrats would probably ask for an investigation of Trump. I mean, they already did for of Bernie. Because that's the way Democrats are. They're just insidious. Give me your thoughts below. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Stafford, everyone, thank you so very much, everybody. Thank you so very much. I will be back later this evening. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And I will see you all soon. Thanks, everybody. Samuel Stafford, everyone, thank you very, very much.